beautiful, beautiful scenery that they have. Oh, it's beautiful indeed. But no, we're going to have to go to the villas. We're going to have to enjoy the close quarter combat that they will provide. And off to the races these fine gentlemen go. And off the get-go, the feed turns white, and Minnesota are having an absolute great time here.
Yeah, Scav just got taken down by Alpha, and these Minnesota Flopper have control of this P1. Player 1's going to be the first player up. That is Fern. Can he make things happen? Him and Scav do make things happen. Squiddy is there with a follow-up, and this is P1 control for the Seattle Slot. Well, they're trying to get control. Now they have control. You got to watch out for player 5, and Teflon takes him down. So you think the rotation has to start getting, going on for P2, and that's what we see from the Seattle Slaw players.
Tell you what, I was prepared to roast Scav, but off the get-go, he's actually not doing too bad. Don't worry, we have a lot of games to play, and there he dies. As the Minnesotas get themselves with a great rotation onto P2, and they are going to try and lock that down, but get careful. Your man Squiddy getting aggressive. He's there on point. He's not able to hit his shots, but he will fall. He'll get one in the process, but that won't be enough.
Yeah, man, good trades going back and forth from both teams. No team wanting to give up this P2. Minnesota Flopper do have a 26-19 lead, so that does work in their favor as they do jump onto this hard point. Seattle Sloths are trying to push in from this front side of this hill, and there goes 3 big kills that light up for Seattle Sloths. 2 by Scav. Can he get the third? No, he cannot, but Fern is there for his first trade. You would think this last 15 seconds will go in the favor of Seattle Sloths as the rotation is on. And guess who's there? Seattle Sloths.
Yeah, they're prepped, ready. This rotation from them is absolutely amazing. But Reaper and Hockey are really here to make some aggression, put some pressure onto them as Hockey jumps around the corner, finds one. Renetti out, not able to find second. Squiddy is there behind the counter, and the artboard is still under protection as the bar will be taken away as Alpha, being the alpha dog that he is, will get one, looks the wrong way, and Scabby gets the kill.
Yeah, man, good overtake right there. Retake by the Seattle Sloths now to get the lead into this hard point. Probably forcing a Minnesota rotation. And our Minnesota Floppers are still going to try to hit this. Player 8 did get a close spot, so he's just probably going to hit this from the back. But Scav trying to put shots down to the bar, but he cannot get that player. Reaper, who just made him sent back to his spawns. These Seattle Sloth players are getting these favorable spawns for the next hill, so this does work out for Seattle Sloth's favor as they do have a 65-59 lead going into this next hill.
Tell you what, Seattle are rotation galore, able to outdo Minnesota, get those spawn flips to work all in their favor, but is there gunfighting where they're losing it out? No, they're keeping it up. I spoke a little too soon. Scabby finds 2. There's their 3. No, he isn't able to clutch. He's able to fall instead, and Minnesota keeps fighting back. Alpha with a 5 streak. He gets 6. Alpha finds 6. Cruz pocket in his back pocket, and he's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, that was a great heading from Alpha right there to hold down that line. Trades are going back and forth, but it wins out for the Minnesota Flopper. You got these Seattle Sloth players spawning out. Let's see if they decide to rotate. And that is the play, but Dr. Fumbles is taking any of the late rotators, trying to hit this P1. Reaper is at this next hill. He got 2 Seattle Sloths in his sights. He only can take down 1. It's Teflon. He finds 2. Seattle Sloths are here on the rotation, but they're down in this game. So you would think they have to hold a hill. One of these hills that they get you first, Hyper.
They definitely got to hold this hill because Minnesota have been formidable. But careful, the Doctor is also on a streak. That will allow a second cruise missile to be in the back pocket. Alpha unable to hit the shots. But again, it's the Doctor. He's done it. He's got a cruise missile in his back pocket. So Seattle in an even worse position than they already are. As Hockey, he too is on a streak. He will get taken out. And that will deny the 3rd cruise missile in Seattle. I'm getting worried here. It's not looking all too good. Yes, they're able to hold the points, but they're losing these big fights and allowing Minnesota to chain their kills and keep themselves alive.
Yeah, Minnesota is just able to just break into these hills, and once they break in, Seattle just has no chance on getting into these hills. And this may not work out in Seattle's favor as Alpha is streaking up again, finally has another cruise missile in his back pocket. This kill feed is lighting up all white for the Minnesota Flopper, and now they got P1 control. They're training those hills back to back to try to stretch their lead even further. Seattle Sloth, they gotta have to break in this hill. It's gonna start with Squiddy, but he gets taken down by his teammate Scab. But that's okay because these Minnesota Floppers are still here and they're still holding on the line.
Yes, Seattle finally makes a break and a little bit of breathing room before the Minnesota comes forcing their way in. The nade denies Alpha to get onto point and force the real break. Teflon there waiting, does a decent job, but it's just still a lockdown from Seattle. They're loving this right now. This is what we wanted to see. And they're also getting prepared, getting that rotation to start coming through as Seattle looks towards P2.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're doing a great job of getting to these hills. Big rotation battle for P2. Big win by Squiddy, but he instantly gets taken down. Scores 110 to 135. Big hold right here for P2. Seattle Falls need to get some control, but Alpha, he always finds himself on the heady, just beaming off the Seattle Sloth. Squiddy, he's back on the point. He has this sub in hand. Teammates are getting the kills around him. There's 4 kills that go in the favor of Seattle Sloths. That's what they need to send Minnesota back to their spots, trying to figure out how they're going to break into this P2. 2 big kills are going back and forth trade. There goes the third in the favor of the Seattle Sloths. 1v1 on this hill. Let's see who wins it. It gets won by the Seattle Sloths. They should take this lead here, but no. These Minnesota Fire players are still going to go, but Teflon may get to the flank, but no, he does not get there.
It's all too close as Squiddy will win that and say thank you very much. It's almost a nail-biter scenario that we're seeing. Both sides not giving an inch away from each other. No one's pulled a lead. When Minnesota pulls ahead, Seattle keep coming back, and they've been on the trail on the rear as the Doctor again serving the medicine with a 4 streak. Remember, the Doctor and Alpha. Well, Alpha's just used his cruise missile, so he can regain another cruise. But the Doctor, he can't add to it. He's already got 1. He can't get 2.
Yeah, he's on his 5 streak. Let's see what he decides to do here. He's just going to keep holding the line. I think he's thinking he can probably get this second kill. Let's see. He goes for it, but he does not get it anyway, so it does not matter. Kills are going back and forth. Seattle Stars are on this hill. Looks like they're trying to get the rest of the scrap time. Can they get it? No, they cannot. Because Hockey in Heart has got 2 big kills before that nade takes him down. This rotation to next is on, and Minnesota Flopper are there. They're going to try to hold this line, try to get to the 200-point mark, so they can breathe a little bit easier. Seattle Sloths are trying to make their push there, but Seattle Sloths are going to take opening control.
The Minnesota just waiting round the corner. Fern will fall. Reaper is there to reap their souls. The Doctor also coming along. Death and Life sits on the same team, and no matter what the Seattle do, they just can't find a way in. Squiddy peeks around the corner, can't get it done. And this is a lockdown from Minnesota. The one thing you could say, P4 is the hardest to break on this map. And they might have to throw the site away and give it to Minnesota and fight on the bridge.
Yeah, man, because this is all Minnesota. They got control. There is a break right there for the Seattle Sloth to get the rest of that scrap time. But I think Minnesota are good with to give up that scrap time as long as they get rotations to next. It's a big battle. It's player 2. That is Squiddy. He's going to have to make some plays on this rotation. Let's see what he can do. He gets a big 2-piece. There's only 1 player on the hill. That is player 7. Dr. Fumbles has been the MVP for the Minnesota Floppers, so he is going to be a tough kill for this team. But these Seattle Sloth players are making their push. They are there with 45 seconds left. Can they hold the line, Squiddy?
Remember, the Doctor has a cruise, so he can use that whenever he wants, and this could be a very prime moment if Minnesota are falling out here, and they are. They're all pushed off, so this cruise could come in at any moment to allow Minnesota to take this. At the same time, we know Seattle can't win it here. They will have to force another point. They're going to have to go to P1, but if they do a brilliant job here, claim the rest of time, they could go and win it on P1. Not here. Minnesota will take the final 10 and apply even more pressure as it's just a very brief walk. 2 steps to the right, and bang, you're onto the P1 again.
Yeah, P1 is going to be a big battle. You can see Seattle has got 2 big kills to just take control of this hill temporarily. But Dr. Fumbles and Hockey in Heart cannot be stopped right now as Minnesota Flopper got control of this hill. They are in prime position to win it. 20 seconds is all that is needed for Minnesota Flopper to win this hill. Player 4, he's going to be the first man up. Can he get a kill? Scav does get the kill. He clears the hill right now for the Seattle Sloths, but it is too much pressure from both teams. There is a stalemate going on this hill, but now 2 big kills from Teflon. Seattle Sloths have control of this hill. Can they force another hill, another rotation? They can hold it for 10 more seconds or for 12 more seconds. They will. But Hockey Heart is trying to end it here.
Minnesota could just give this up. They could give up P1. They can't win it here anymore, so they might as well start that rotation. But because they've been so focused on P1, you can already see Scabby and Teflon are already there and waiting. They're ready to fight. But in doing so, Minnesota have read it like a book and able to catch the rotation early. Now, they're straight there. The Cruise has gone against them. That's denied the push. And now you can see the sea of blue round the outside. It's doable. Seattle, a lifeline now in their favor. They can win it with a perfect hold. Otherwise, they're going to force a third rotation. And they can't allow a single second for Minnesota. They keep them off. Seattle, keep this going. And the rotations are all the way far right for Minnesota. They've got to find a way onto point. The hold keeps on going for Seattle. Scab tries to push from the side. Now they've been contested. They can't win it here anymore. So now they look to go north. Squiddy already on that rotation, but they've still got to defend hard because Minnesota could take it away from here.
Yeah, it is on, and Squiddy is here at next with 3 Minnesota Floppers are coming. Squiddy just take that care of 1, but he cannot take care of 2. His teammates have to get here soon. There's 12 seconds for Minnesota, 10 seconds for Seattle. Who's going to take it here? Minnesota is on the hill. 2 big kills by Scabby, but they got to get to the hill. Somebody has to touch Scabby. He finally touches. Big contest. Can he get the player on the board? Squiddy is there. Now it's 7 seconds left for Seattle Sloths. Hockey and Heart, he gets taken down. 1 more push for Dr. Fumbles. Squiddy takes him down. Game. Seattle Sloths 250 to 243.
Holy mama! I was preparing a roast fest, but Scav came in clutch. He fended off the fort. He made sure Minnesota didn't come in. The reinforcements. Good.
I told you, I heard the bitch, and they're gonna go, man.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Yeah, I think they're good. They're happy with what's going on here, and already the bomb's away. And they are looking to go south. Seattle are going to be the ones attacking first. Scabby will get the first blood. Teflon with the second. And they've got an open site to use, and they will take advantage.
Here they go. Bomb going down on this A site. It's a 3-2 advantage for the Seattle Sloths. You got these players from Minnesota spread out, so this is not what you want to do. But you got Hockey Heart trying to do the hoop thing, run through the smoke, see if he can get great. He saw this player in the back. Can he take down Scabby? No, he cannot. He lost him. Scabby absolutely juked him, broke his camera. Reaper was there by the bomb, but his position was known once he fired his gunshot. Once he fired his gun, and Seattle Sloths take the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, brilliant work from Scabby to find a player which ran through his crosshairs. But Squiddy, just waiting patiently. I don't really... Definitely, indeed. And I tell you what, no time to wait. We can ramble all day about theoreticals, he, she, maybe, because if my mum had balls, she would be my dad. And we moved into this game. The bomb's gone down south, and it's a trade from the get-go. No one taking advantage, but Teflon finding 2, nearly finds 3, but Alpha, being the dog that he is, says, no, you are not going to take that away. Scavs drops down, finds 1, bomb going down, but there's a leg in the way, so it won't be committed. And now comes the 1v1 Scav v Reaper.
Yeah, Reaper just did a quick wrap around. He sees going left of the stoop. Oh! Scab with the drop shot. And he takes him down for the Seattle Sloths win. Let's watch this here.
Okay, I know I've kept digging on my code about, oh yeah, I'll beat you in a 1v1. I'll still beat him in a 1v1. Let's bring that game on. I ain't backing down.
I don't know. That drop shot was cool. That was clean, man. That was a clean drop shot. But here we go, round two. Let's see how these Minnesota Flopper respond. Now they got the offense. Looking like they're gonna do a three, yeah, probably a 3-1 split. One player through mid. Slow it down on their way to this A side. Nades are out. Teflon, Dr. Fumbles. 1v1 gets won by Dr. Fumbles as he gets the first blood. These Seattle Fog players are down one player now. Make that two. But Scav, man, with another kill somehow. I think he got a kill. I don't know how he got it. He's looking for another. I think he sees Alpha. Alpha's in his favorite spot, but he cannot take down him. And there goes the win for Minnesota Flopper.
Minnesota just keeping themselves calm when the chaos was coming through, and I think that little gesture was actually a piece of utility killing rather than like the physical piece, rather than the explosion that comes from it. So hey, you got a rarity as well, but nonetheless, as I said, Minnesota keeping it calm. They didn't get flustered. Yes, they lost round one, but came back really well to deny streaks, stop people from getting rhythms, and bringing this game to one apiece.
Here we go. Round three to kick this off. Seattle Lofts are on the offensive side, sticking to the all reliable, sending their resources to this A site. Fern, oh, he's going to meet Hockey and Hart in that underneath route because Hockey and Hart got there pretty quick. Give Minnesota the man advantage. Now they're going to try to slow push this, make their way to this A site. But you can see Minnesota flop, but they're getting aggressive. They're getting map control. But oh, maybe they got too aggressive as 3 big kills go in the favor of the Seattle Sloths. It just leaves Dr. Fumbles in a 1v3. Bomb going down on the A site.
Yeah, but we know what the Doctor can do. We saw it in Hardpoint. He opened the medical cabinet, picked out the scalpel, and just sliced his way through. Now, needs to find just 1v1 engagements and use them against them. A shot from Scabby gives away. Doctor gets 1. He won't find 2 because the Seattle Sloths are there and ready.
Yeah, man, that was a good. I mean, you was talking him up, and I thought he may have been able to do what you was talking about, but no. Teflon playing that middle cut, knowing that that is the only route he can go. Get that trade. Seattle Sloths keep winning these search and destroys, and that is good for them to keep taking these. I mean, to win another one, to go up 2-1 in this search and destroy. So that's good for them. Let's see how they respond on this defense.
Well, defense is the name of the game, but Minnesota, I'm not ruling them out just yet. They are 100% here to fight, and they have got some stacked players like Doctor just getting third from a distance. Says no thank you, opening frag, going in favor of Minnesota. Mid control, still under question as Squiddy will get that control back. But the bomb looking to go down at this point, but they need to get rid of Teflon. Teflon still alive. Hockey trying to find where he is. Teflon with another. He will keep going. 3-piece for the Seattles.
Yeah, man, that was just a big 1v1 play. I mean, big one guy play right there. Scab, oh, that was Scab with the help out. That's what helped him out because I was like, if Teflon got all 3 of those kills, that would have been absolutely crazy. But Scab is there watching his back. Scab 5-2, playing an awesome search and destroy. I know you want to roast him, but man, he is just playing lights out right now for his team, and that's what his team needs. They're up 3-1 in this search and destroy on the offensive side. Let's see what they do here, Hyper.
Well, I remember one caster you talked about how the use of utility is important, but haven't actually seen the man use it. So I think he doesn't know what the correct button is to use it. So as much as he has the aim accuracy, he's not helping his team on that side of things. But we move on as it's a trade back and forth 3v3. And Hockey, has he sniffed out Fern just around the corner? If he peeks incorrectly, that's a free kill for Fern. And Fern knows. Fern knows that Hockey's there. And he will take the kill. And I said you had to look the right way. And in doing so, Fern bringing Seattle 3-2.
Yeah, the players are both spread it out. So this is going to be an isolated push for both players. And Fern finds Alpha. Dr. Fumbles going for the ninja. No luck there. Seattle Sloths take another round to go up 4-1. And that was just a great round by the Seattle Sloths to, just win their gun battles and then just to get themselves into position to make sure that this bomb site does not get retaken.
Brilliant work for the Sloths. Continue to claw their way to the victory. And I tell you what, this isn't the Minnesota we saw one map ago. I still said don't rule them out just yet, and I still believe there's something else Minnesota can give. But it's just almost disappeared. It's almost like it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, this Search and Destroy is a different game. It's one and I played with Squiddy, and this is one of Squiddy's, best modes right here, the Search and Destroy. So I think he's just, giving out the comms, telling his team to play calm. We got these guys, play your headies, and that's what, he's probably telling these guys. But he has been seen. Let's see if he can get one. He does find one. Teflon finds the other. Squiddy finds another before he finally gets traded by Reaper. It's a 1v2. Reaper's in the pool. I think his position may be known, but he can get out of here, rotate this bomb back to A, and that'd be a great play from Reaper to turn this round around for the Minnesota Flopper.
Yeah, but it's a predictable move. If he goes straight to A, you can already see both of the Seattle players rotating down to that A site. When it gets too quiet, what do? You book it to the other side, and guess what? Teflon's there. There's the 6th streak. That's a cruise missile for Seattle as well. 5th round to them. Map point to Seattle Sloths.
Yeah, so with the cruise missile in your back pocket, you think that he just want to take this bomb over to that B site, lay it down, and then just wait on them to try to defuse it and then drop the cruise missile on them.
That is theoretically what they can do. Or use it early. Capture where they are. Get the information. This is a time to use it. Don't waste it. And we'll have to wait and see as they will go and push mid, try and claim that mid control. No one over-aggressing. Seattle just slowing it down.
I think Fern may have seen that player in the mid. Now Alpha is going for the push, but he cannot make the jump. Maybe he goes for it again. Oh, he finally does get up there. So let's see what he's going to do for the child. Fern knows it's here. The cruise missile does come in. It does not hit, but the positions of these Minnesota Floppers are known. Scab is being super aggressive, but he cannot get the kill. Fern is there for the trade, but Dr. Fumble is there for another one. Squiddy with the trade to make this a 2v2. Can Squiddy get out with his life? Squiddy with the low health, instant reach out, 38 health in the dream and the reach out, but he does not care. His teammates are here to make this a 2v2. Are they going to rotate this thing back to A? Or they're going to take this to B? Looking like the rotation back is going to happen. But Squiddy just takes out Reaper to make this a 1v2 advantage for the Seattle Sloths. Bomb should be going down on A shortly unless Hockey and Heart could spoil their plans.
Hockey could spoil it indeed. He does pop out, unable to get the kill. Now he knows the bomb is 100% at A. Hockey, you just have to take your time. Find those 1v1s. You just saw the elbow of Squiddy. That smoke's going to allow him to push just a little bit more up. Renetti out. Not going to do the job. That's Seattle's game. Map 2, Seattle, 2-0.
Yeah, that was a great round for the Seattle Sloths. Great kill. Great kills by Squiddy to, give them the 2v2 advantage. Rotate back. I think that smoke was a good smoke, but for them just to spread out.
3-2 Minnesota. And the producers just turned around and roasted me saying that I have to choose Minnesota because I'm wearing purple. They are this. It's already off the get-go. Off to the races these fine gentlemen go. Seattle will be attacking, Minnesota defending, and already it's getting all hot and tense in that midpoint as A site is under attack. Lives equal to each side, but it will be Minnesota on point, clearing out the second tick.
Yeah, that was a great stop from Minnesota because you thought that Seattle Sloths was going to get ready to take that A site, but they're now trying to put some pressure on this B site with Squiddy over here. But Squiddy does not get the kill because Alpha is there watching over Reaper's back. These Seattle Sloths players, they got to start getting together, figuring out a strategy. Nobody's wants to pick a site. They're spread it out. They're spawning out kind of. I think they're spawning out deep A. Yeah, they're spawning out deep A. So now they're going to try to make this push to this B site. One player Scav is on this site, and they're watching over him. Can they get this control? No, he gets taken down. Fern is here, but Fern and Scav was there, but to no avail. They get taken down, but it does relieve the pressure of A.
I tell you what, that was a lack of coordination on the Seattle side. That it was almost hesitation from all players. Do we jump on? Do we jump off? Who's going where, when, how? Because Scabby was on, then he was off. Fern was on, came on late. It didn't seem coordinated, unlike their presence right now onto A. So maybe a kick in the rear end, maybe a little bit of a telling off from all sides as they retry onto that A site. Contested, will get taken off, and that's going to be an additional minute, and a minute 30 to try and attack that B site over at Cafe, which has not been working out for them.
Yeah, Squiddy has snuck over there, but I think player 8, Alpha, has seen him, so he went for the instant chow to clear him out. Now it's going to be a tough task. 14 lives for Seattle, now 13, try to make their way over to this B side. Squiddy snuck through. Squiddy's watching anybody who jumps over the dumpster. He has the dumpster dump, so he's waiting for his teammates to get there, push up, but there's Alpha taking down Fern. Teflon has to get his kill. Scabby gets one, but 2 big kills go in the favor of Minnesota. 10-10 are the lives. 50 seconds on the clock. Seattle Sloths had to get to this A-site hyper.
Reaper holding the side of Cafe is exactly what he needs to do right now. Just defend the angle through red and just keep it locked down while the rest of the Seattles are trying to find their way onto point. They are able to get Squiddy onto point, but they're only chucking solo players in. They're not controlling the Cafe. They're not controlling the sides and the back, which is where they need it. It's all well and good to be inside the site contesting, but they've got to push as a team. That's not what they're doing. Scav miles off. He's got to get him to point. Fern will get one. Scav now joins him. This is more coordinated. Get the doctor off, but the doctor will be accompanied by Alpha. 27 seconds left. The pressure starts to build. 3 to 3 lives left. Teflon round the back. Is he going to find Alpha as Alpha peaks? He now knows great information. Someone's there. Gets a little tag. Not going to be enough. 14 seconds. They're going to have to jump on point. Stop the clock. Fern goes to the back. We'll find one. And that's going to be great information because now there's one inside. Cubby, he's hesitating. He's going to get a kill. 2v1 with Hockey on the outside. The progression will go. And it's down to Hockey. He has time. He has moments to play. He can just find where they both are, but his position's given away. Scabby fires shots, can't do anything, but he's gonna have to wait. He's got to push now. Last tick remaining. Is there anything left? No.
Yo, somebody threw a smoke. I think it was Squiddy. A smoke was thrown, but hey, yeah, he had to give his life though. He should never have let that point go. But that was a great round by the Seattle Sloths to take that round. I don't know what they're going to do about that smoke, but it's 1-0 lead and win this offense.
Well, off to the races again. These fine gentlemen go. Seattle robbed in their eyes. Minnesota, gracious rulebook, goes to their favor, and immediately Minnesota are going to go straight onto point to try and capture A as fast as they can, and already the Doc and Hockey on the point, not letting anyone get anywhere near them.
Yeah, I mean, Minnesota, they got 4 players worth of gems. My bad. They got 3 players and 1 player on B. So the 1 player on B typically just oh my goodness. He got one looking for 2. I think it was Team Kill that came in. Yeah, Team Kill did come in. So there's 1 player there holding the line, but now they're letting these Minnesota players bring pressure up on this hill. Now they get in control of this B site. They got control of this A. I didn't even realize that because I was watching the action going down on B, and just add another minute to the clock. Minnesota got a 6 lives lead, and they're looking to take this B site.
They are looking with gracious control. Seattle shaken here. It looks a little bit like they need to find some grit. They need to find the grip into the ground. They've slowed it down enough. Teflon needs to be careful when he jumps out because we know there's someone around there and he could get flanked. No, the Doctor goes all the way around, but he now has great control here. He knows there's people on point, jumps in, there's one. It is still contested, so the Doc inside the corner will be pressured by Teflon. Teflon will win that fight and push off the Minnesota. Minute 40 to go, and still quite even.
Yeah, it's quite even 20 to 16. Minnesota, they're still trying to attack this B site. They finally got 2 players there, but Scav takes them down. This is a great hold from the Seattle Slavs. This B site is one of the harder sites to take, and if you get control of it, you can hold off these Minnesota these Minnesota floppers. Just like you can get control and hold off the players jumping off the dumpster, you can stop those players running through red if you can get a player pushed up. Dr. Fumbles now has made it through. He has pitched through their lines, and he is now getting control of this hill. He almost got some trophy on trophy action, but he is still there watching over the dumpster. He has to watch his back player that's in his back corner, but Alpha is there to watch his back, and now Minnesota are starting to get control of this B side.
The Doctor just played for time, even though he's claiming points as well. He wanted the reinforcements to come in, but now Squiddy, he's going to play for time. He's trying to, again, delay the game just a little bit longer for his team to spawn in. The spawns so far south, it feels like a journey, an eternity to get to the point as it continues to progress. 2 onto point, even more pressure starts to build. The tick progresses through, and this is going to be another attacking round for the Minnesota. 2-0 for Minnesota.
Yeah, man, it's 2-0 for Minnesota, and that is big. I mean, taking advantage of the smoke usage, now coming out on this offense. Once they got control of this B site, you just knew they was going to get 1 or 2 players on there. That time was getting ready to go pretty quick. Seattle Slavs are for just Iron Division, like we said. Like I said in that first match where we saw that player take that long route and come through red and almost hit the 3-piece flank. You're not going to see that down here. These players are coming through those middle alleys. All guns are pointed. They all get taken down. Big win by Minnesota to go up 2-0 in this control.
Huge win. It's exactly what you need to bring the pressure. They can here win it all if they get a good defensive round. And they're planning to do that off the get-go, but hey, Scav always talked about it in the comms. He's doing exactly as he said. Top AC really helped out to keep the game going. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for all too long. Hockey getting a little bit kerfuffled. Fern will fall. And you've got to keep an eye out for Hockey when he is on the run.
Yeah, man, Hockey on the run is absolutely insane. But Teflon and Fern says, I got something for you, but they got to look out for Alpha, who is in top red. But Teflon, he's going to try to recruit some of this A site. Almost got 1 segment to his name. He knows these players are going to come from his back, but he's not watching his back as he gets taken down. Scav has his back. Scav's trying to get that player off of top AC, but he runs out of bullet. He goes for the quick reload, and then he repositions as his team has made their way to the B site. They got 2 players on. Now 3 players. Word to Jim. Reaper through the back door. He gets taken down by Squiddy. This B site may get go in their favor. Add another minute to the clock. 23 to 19. All the lives in the favor of the Seattle Slavs.
This is the Seattle we saw on round 1. This is exactly what they want to do to bring back their lost round by technicality. And they need to, first of all, find a way to push Alpha off the top AC. He is a turret at the moment, not allowing anyone to come through. Scavvy did try and get that flank, but in doing so, Hockey is just there, playing for the spawn traps, making life even harder. So you have to wrap around like Teflon, who's going for that long route, jumps onto point, and now progression restarts once again for the Seattle Slavs.
Oh, that was a big 2-piece by Teflon to get this second segment started. Teflon on a 5. If he can find 1 more, that'd be big. Word to Jim, stack this point. This A site should go really quick. You gotta contest. Yeah, he didn't contest. That was it. Seattle Slavs, they get a round of offense on the board. It's 2-1. Still in the favor of Minnesota Flopper, but that is a big round for the Seattle Slavs. Now, all they got to do is try to do what no team has done yet, and that is win a defense.
I mentioned on the first game that this is the easier one to win attack. I didn't expect it to be this easy to win attacks, but hey, you know, I'm not complaining if this is the game and the level of skills we're getting, because this is still some quality action. As immediately Minnesota going for a split strategy here, couple in red, couple down on A, and Scav. Okay, now I've got things to roast you. You can't throw for anything. Terrible throw, terrible aim.
Yeah, that nade probably hit him back in the face, but now you can see that they're losing sight of this A site, but Scav does get back into the play, take off Dr. Fumbles from that A site as a segment and a half got there, but they did not clear it. So now Reaper is here to get the rest of that second segment, but he gets taken down by 2. There's 2 big kills that go in the favor of Seattle. Make that 3. Alpha, he's the last man up for his squad, trying to hold down the line, working on that third segment. Can he get this third segment? Will Seattle give it up? 3 big kills go in their favor. They got to find the 1 on point, and they do. And now Teflon is here to clear off that third segment.
Teflon, saving grace is all he can think. Get that done, get it dusted. Now it's going to be even more pressure. Another wave that Minnesota has to commit to. Alpha, team kill. That's not going to help in the live situation. Teflon still alive on point as Squiddy. He is on a 4 streak. Keep an eye. Is there another from afar? No! He can't get the shot. Stun's going to give away his position. Scav's not going to get it. And now that A site's going to finally be given up. It will. A minute added to the clock.
Yeah, a minute added to the clock. And let's just add that Squiddy did lose that one-on-one to Hockey Hard. So Hockey Hard is pushed up by this bus before he finally gets taken down by Squad. Seattle thought they got to defend this B side with their 15 lives. There's only 12 to Minnesota, and Minnesota know that they got another minute to the clock. But a big 2-piece by Teflon is gonna help things out. Dr. Fumbles have made his way in, but there's 3 big kills that go in the favor of Seattle to send 3 players of Minnesota back to the spawn. Only 1 player left. That is Alpha, and he gets taken down, but that is what his team needed, just a little bit of breathing room, because they are back on this B side.
Great rotation, able to read it like a book. Been anchoring this site, stuck at the cafe and wanted to pour himself his own pot. He's got a pot with a label on it, and it's definitely not decaf right now. From a distance, he keeps on going. 4 streak for Fern. He's allowed time for the Seattle Sloths to reinforce the cafe. And Minnesota, 3 lives are remaining. And this is going to go to round 5 if it continues at this rate. Fern, from a distance, will get it. Hockey tags up, can't do much. Alpha will kill Scabby. Down to Hockey left. Anything he can do to keep this game alive. He has to win 7 kills or get the point. And you know Seattle are going to lock down the site. 30 seconds left. And realistically, I don't see this happening.
Nah, man, but man, if he does make it happen, it will be one of the greatest calls that we would have in COD Rec League history. But here he goes in the top AC, looking for 1. He finds 1. Can he find a second? No, he cannot. And Seattle Sloths have tied this control up 2-2. I don't even know how this is gonna work for this round 5. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna reset. Seattle should be on. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know who's gonna be offense. I don't know who's. I wasn't keeping track of the kills. So I'm gonna just.
Well, to our knowledge, Seattle will be attacking unless they do want to get that tick score done correctly. But I feel no changes, no one's leaving, so they're committing. They're committing to this attack. Seattle, they need 1 good win here to end it all, and Minnesota needs 1 solid defense to keep the game going.
Oh, the opening B strat is what Seattle's going for. They find the opening kill onto Alpha. They gotta find Reaper, and they find him. Now they got the 2 stack on this B site. B should go pretty quick. Now they got 3. Word to Jim for stacking a point. is going to be up to now. These Seattle players are trying to, these Minnesota players are trying to get there. Hockey finds one. He's there for the contest. He has to contest long enough for his team, but the challenge is there by Fern. And this B site is gone. Less 2 minutes, add a minute to the clock. 25-28. Lights favors Seattle. All they need to get is this A site hyper.
I tell you what, this is flawless from Seattle. They've already got a player onto A to start that progression and to get it going as Teflon. He died in the push for the B side. And guess what? They're stacking. Seattle want it done. They don't want to play games anymore. They just want this game over. They want to go to bed. And it's going to be a very big rush. Alpha is the only one to keep it alive. He's got to get on point fast. He doesn't get it done. Seattle, they're there. They've got it. They've done it. 3-0 sweep.
Wow. Wow. That was an impressive offensive round right there by the Seattle Sloths. You know, like I was talking about in that first round, the rank plays track.